Hello there, it's me, Sari, here again, and I'm back with yet another haul from Scrapbruket.com. I must say that I have gone completely mad when it comes to dies and such. I mean, I don't know what has come over me. I'm really glad that I have found a new love for dies and also new ways of actually making intricate things and such. But let me start by showing you this one. I resisted this one for quite some time. I have resisted it for quite some time. I felt like, what am I going to do with it? It is a stamp and die set from Sizzix and Holtz. This one is called Snowman Blueprint, and the code for that is 659378. And now that I have started thinking in a different manner, I'm thinking that you might actually put this one in front of a lantern that you make. I'm hoping you remember the lantern that I made with these windows. Just look at it. It could be pretty nice in size and everything. Or you could just make a fancy looking card just by 3D mounting these, because you get the die for the first here, but you stamp it and then you die cut it. No fussy cutting here no more. And then you can actually get a second layer for that one, and you get those arms and everything, so you can really start making those 3D measurements. And there's also a lovely sentiment banner there and a die to go with it. So in that case I'm thinking this is a really good buy, and I'm going to have some fun with this one, I'm hoping. And then I got myself a package of embossing folders. These are also from Holtz and Sizzix, and this one is called Outline Labels Set. You can see it there. And I was thinking that these were going to be a little bit bigger than they were. Actually, I thought that they were going to be regular size, but they aren't. They are 3 small ones. So that sort of took me by surprise. I didn't expect this, but I felt like the shapes and forms are really lovely, so I just have to find a different way to use these really. So that's it from that. And then I was looking at the YouTube yesterday, and I did find a video from Xanero something. Xanero, I mean, she's an artist really when it comes to making different kinds of paper projects. She had made paper bag gift bags with this lantern on the outside. In one case she had just made a little box to be fitted behind this one, and then she had die cut this one the second time and put it on the other side, and then just fastened these together somehow and put a bit of plastic here and everything, and she just made the most beautiful little lantern gift boxes. And I thought I had to copy her, so I went ahead and bought myself this die. And I'm hoping I'll be able to pull it off as good as Anne, or at least half as good as she did. So this one is also a die from Holtz and Sizzix, and it's called a Rustic Lantern. And of course I'm thinking you might actually die cut this from chipboard or grunge board or something and really paint it in a blue rustic look. Why not? It could be fun technique to learn. And then I gave in. I just had to get these cats. Somehow I just had to have them. Just look at this cute little cat. I was thinking that I might actually put that cat in front of that lantern I did and everything, so I could create a nice landscape thing or scene there. So when it comes to die cutting these, I see now that nowadays the companies have started putting some holes in those dies so you can actually poke the die cut out really easily. But sometimes they might be a bit more trickier dies that you really can't be bothered with if you're going to die cut several of them. So in that case I absolutely recommend you to buy something that is called quick release foam A4 sized, because then you can actually put it on a bit bigger die as well. And then you're just going to put this there and it's going to eject the die cut out of the die. So that's a nice thing. Well, going back to these dies. This is a large walking cat, and these are all from Memory Box. Oh, are they? This one says Poppy Stamps. I'm thinking that it might be the same company because the envelopes are pretty similar. The only thing that differs is that these are green whilst these are turquoise. So I'm thinking it's the same company, I'm not sure. And then I got myself another cat. This one is sitting down. And the size of the die itself is actually 100% to the picture. So that is why they make these big envelopes for these, even though they don't need to be that big. And then I gave in to this one, the Vaudeville frame. Just look at the beautifulness of this. I've seen many people, if you start Googling memory box dies and such, you're going to see the most beautiful things on the internet. So in this case, I'm thinking this one might be a bit tricky taking out of each form. I haven't really die cut these yet, so I just got them out, just rushed to the post office and got the package. And well, I'm thinking that if this one is going to give me a hard time, I'm definitely going to go for that quick release foam, I'm telling you. But it was a nice frame, and I'm thinking that you might put things in front of it, build it up sort of, but you have a nice frame to the thing that you're doing. And here is something that's called Graceful chandelier, and I've seen people making sort of window cards or house cards, and I'm sure I could make it work with this one also. Perhaps I could put it on the inside of this one or something, so it seems like I'm peeking into that house. So I'm glad I'm sort of getting the whole idea of these dies really. And then I got myself a wreath. And this one is called Frostyville. There are many beautiful wreaths. My goodness, that's a hard word, isn't it? Wreaths from a memory box. And well, I got this one because the other ones are sort of out of stock. But I'm thinking that this one is going to be nice. And with this, or perhaps even this one, it's called Typelo circle. I'm thinking that you could have this die cut as it is, perhaps in green or something. And then you're going to have a label going over and under everything, and just have a beautiful statement, Happy Christmas or something. And with this one I'm thinking that you could actually die cut this in several hues of green and just put them on top of each other and sort of build a thickness to that wreath or that circle. So, and the final one, here is a grand oak tree die, and with this one especially I'm thinking that I might actually go for that quick release foam there, because otherwise I'm thinking I'll be in trouble. But just look at this. This is going to be a really nice thing you can make, and especially for those spring cards perhaps, or just something about growth or freedom or just landscapes and the nature scene things, you know. So I'm hoping I'll have the time to do some crafting, because on Saturday now I'm going to a crafts event, and well, let's see where my head takes me. At least I've got some supplies now to get started with. Alright, I'm going to sign off right now, and I hope you have a splendid day. Bye bye.